whispering void. Today, we will delve into a question and the narrative that has been shaped by a certain group with a specific agenda. Why did Gandhi choose Nehru over Patel? This decision has sparked discontent among the youth of India, leading to widespread criticism of Gandhi. Allow me to share my perspective on this issue. Sardar Patel was born on 31st October 1875 and passed away on 15th December 1950. He lived for only 3 years after India gained independence. Let's delve into how things might have unfolded during that brief yet crucial period. If Patel had been the Prime Minister, Patel would have made Nehru the External Affairs Minister. After Gandhiji's assassination on 30th January 1948, Patel would have banned the organization responsible for his murder. India would have won the Indo-Pak War of 1948 under Patel's leadership. Patel would have appointed someone to oversee the unification of provinces and princely states into India. Patel's death on 15 December 1950 would have occurred even before the first general election in 1951-52. This would have led to a power struggle and potential crisis, with leaders like Nehru and Rajendra Prasad vying for the Prime Minister's position. Without Gandhiji's guidance, internal politics and factionalism within the Congress party might have escalated. Intending candidates like Nehru and Rajendra Prasad would have been in the race. Both leaders were from the same party, leading to potential division and power struggles. While Congress would still have an edge due to its role in the independence movement, other parties, lacking pan-India appeal, would not have posed a significant challenge. Other factions, like those led by J.P. Narayan and Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, would have become more active. Internal politics would have intensified, potentially leading to anarchy if Nehru's government didn't secure power. Given Congress's national support, it's likely they would still emerge dominant, but the process would have been tumultuous. Let's consider what wouldn't have happened if Patel had been PM and Nehru had never taken the role. Patel, known for his firmness, might have faced challenges in constitutional debates, leading to deviations from our present constitution. The unification of provincial and princely states, a task Patel accomplished, might have been left incomplete. Nehru's policies, such as the non-aligned movement and the Panchasheel Agreement, would not have taken shape. Nehru would not have been blamed for the 1960 to China war defeat or the loss of Aksai Chin. People might have criticized Gandhiji for choosing Patel over a younger, more dynamic leader. Gandhiji chose Nehru not for his age, but for his modern outlook, experience in international forums, and agile nature. Without Nehru, India might have faced instability akin to Pakistan or Sri Lanka, where power struggles and constitutional changes are frequent. Gandhiji, despite not being a staunch Democrat, envisioned a leader with a scientific temper and a mild attitude to steer India forward. Patel, though equally capable, was firm in his opinions, less experienced internationally, and perceived as a serious personality. Nehru, being 15 years younger and living 14 years longer than Patel, provided stability and met India's immediate post-independence needs. A section of people often blames Gandhiji for this decision. However, do they have a point? When considering historical decisions, it's essential to understand the context and motivations behind them. Gandhiji and the leaders of that time made choices they believed were best for the nation based on the circumstances and information available to them. Reflecting on this scenario, we must remember, historical decisions by leaders like Gandhiji were made with careful consideration. They chose the best possible solutions based on their understanding and circumstances. When Gandhiji backed Pattabhi Sitaramaiah over Subhas Chandra Bose in 1939, Bose, despite winning, resigned, respecting Gandhiji's wishes. This highlights the respect and acceptance of leadership decisions among freedom fighters. Patel would have accepted the prime ministership, but he honored Gandhiji's request to support Nehru, aiming for a stronger India. We can't simply rewrite history based on hindsight. I'm proud of where India stands today. Despite challenges, we are better off than many nations. Let's appreciate the sacrifices of our freedom fighters while constructively critiquing present-day policies to ensure India's progress. Thank you for watching The Whispering Void. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more insightful discussions.